Alright, Saturday the 25th in the Bally's parking garage. Today is what they're calling step 1 satellite out of 2 into this Bahamas thing. I really think it's step 3 out of like 5. First, let's flash it back to the end of the F1 weekend, the end of the final video in that series. Let's go. Okay, so I got top 18. Wednesday, they told us you could pick which flight. It sounds like the Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, and the next day. There's going to be 2 separate days, each one holding this step 1 tournament, and 1 out of every 6 places gets into the step 2 tournament. If you get to step 2, and then in step 2 you're one of the top 1 out of every 7.25 entrants gets the prize package. The 5,000. Alright, so to me step 1 was really playing those hours, those 15 hours to qualify for one of the PATs. Step 2 was finishing in the top 18 in one of those PATs and getting the seat. And this is step 3. However many people there are, divide that number by 6, and you have to be top that many places. If there are 30 people, you got to be top 5. If there are 60 people, you got to be top 10. 1 out of 6 entrants, there's going to be that many seats available to the next stage. So for me, step 4 would be tomorrow. If I finish high enough in this one right now, step 4 is tomorrow, and that would be finishing in the top like 13.5%. 1 out of every 7.25 entries would get the package. The package is 6 nights in the Atlantis Hotel in the Bahamas and $5,800. You could just take it and not go. I would go. The $5,800, $5,000 would go to the tournament. $3,000 would go to the rake of the tournament, and the other $500 is for me to figure out the plane on my own. They arrange the hotel. The plane is on me, and yeah, that's how it's broken down. And so to me, it's really like 5 stages, because even though you can take the money, I wouldn't. So to see some money out of the tournament, I would have to play that $5,000 tournament and cash in it. So it's really like 5 steps to me. So in like 20 minutes, step 3 of 5, as far as I'm concerned, starts. Here's my ticket. Today's date, if you wanted to actually pay, you could get in for $180 cash. I am table 16, seat 7, and that's about it. So I'm gonna watch the Michigan-Ohio State game until the tournament starts, and then I'll let you know on every break and when it's over what happened. Alright, I'm out. Wish more happened just for video purposes. I didn't expect anything great to happen. It's tough as it is cashing in those free rolls, even though I do them a lot. This was way different. So 42 people joined, so divide by 6, so exactly 7 seats to tomorrow's satellite we're going to be awarded. If like 43 people signed up, then it would have been 7 seats, and 8th place would have gotten a small amount of cash. But 42 divided by 6, exactly 7. I only won 1 hand. Early on, I had ace-king completely airball the flop, and we were very multi-way, and there was nothing I could do. Then I had king-queen, I had 2 overcards, I had an open-ended straight draw, and I wound up with top pair. And somehow I lost to top 2 pair. Never thought that guy was going to show up with top 2 pair. He looked like he was on the verge of crying when I bet like 1/4 pot on the river, and somehow he had like an incredibly strong hand. So that was it. And then after that, I was really looking for a spot to shove. The blind started small, but we had fewer chips than in the free rolls. In the free rolls we start with 15,000, and this we started with 10,000, and the levels were only 10 minutes. And the free rolls, they're 15. So even though the blind started at 100, there wasn't that many levels until, you know, you didn't really have that many chips, especially after only losing hands. I did shove. Well, I was looking for a spot to shove. For like 2 orbits, the best hand I had was Queen 8, which couldn't really shove with that, especially when there was action. It wasn't like it was blind versus blind and I was the small blind with Queen 8. I would have shoved that. It was like there was a raise and a call, and like the best hand I had for 2 orbits was Queen 8. So I was just all in on the big. About a third of my chips were in on the big blind. I wasn't folding no matter what I had. I had Jack 7 against the guy's queens and I won. And then the next hand I lost. I had 4s, got all in against aces. What a surprise. The guy woke up with aces in one of these things, and that was it. But as annoying as all those hands were, it doesn't really matter, because even if a couple of those hands went my way and I was like still in right now, I would still need like 20, 50 more things to go my way in order to get top 7 in a 42-seat tournament. So it was unlikely from the beginning, but there it is. And even though one of the options were to just take all the money, if I won this and if I won tomorrow's and got the package, instead of taking the cash, I was gonna go and probably sell pieces. If I just was handed that WPT seat out of a raffle, it didn't feel right selling pieces. I was probably just gonna give away pieces. But if I got this, having earned it with the play and then the PAT and then this satellite and the next satellite, I was gonna sell some amount of pieces to viewers. Probably still no markup, but let viewers who want me to play a big tournament have a sweat in the action. So that was my plan. Didn't happen, didn't get all that close to happening, but that's that. All right, I'll end the video here first with 2 shout outs. Matthew from Australia, we met months ago. We were also at MGM very recently. Also at MGM, same night, didn't get your name. You were playing the tournament, I was playing the cash games. We actually met in like the slot machines near the poker room, and you said, I just walked by and you said, I eat a rice with a fork. I think that's what you said. It was kind of loud. Anyway, shout out to those 2 guys. Also, I'm here at Conseco's. Kind of a sad day. Way more pumps than usual are broken. There's always a few. Way more than usual. And the doors to inside, it's 11:15 a.m. The doors to inside are locked. There's no display on the price of gas over there. I think Conseco's might be done. It might be like out of business, it might be closed up, it might be something else soon. I've never seen it like this. Doors locked and almost every pump broken. So hopefully not, but if it is, had to film here one more time. Anyway, tomorrow, December 1st, new Vlogmas series, different than last year. And remember, rice is a spoon food.